High in the green blue mountains of Jamaica stood the family coffee farm that Mr. Black inherited from his ancestors. The farm was a symbol of pride and heritage, producing the finest coffee that Jamaica is known for around the world. Mr. Black spent his life serving the farm, but as he was getting older, his health deteriorated and he was no longer able to manage it as he had been before. That's why he had to rely on his children, Turtle and Keisha, even though they had never been involved in running the business before. Life away from the farm, Turtle and Keisha were not close to their father's coffee legacy. Turtle worked in technology as an engineer developing digital solutions for companies, while Keisha devoted her life to music and organizing events and festivals. Both lived their lives far from the smell of coffee and the vast fields that were part of their childhood. They had no interest in running the farm, leaving it to their father and the team of workers who had been with him for decades. But when their father's health deteriorated, Turtle and Keisha were forced to return to the farm to take over. This change came as a shock to them, as they had never learned how to run a farm and had no enthusiasm or drive for the responsibility. The old workers saw this as a valuable opportunity, realizing that Mr. Black's sons knew nothing about the secrets of the business, and that there was an opportunity to exploit this situation to their advantage. Workers and theft without strong oversight. A group of workers who had worked with Mr. Black for many years began to take advantage of the situation. Peter, one of the most loyal workers on the surface, led this group. Peter saw an opportunity to manipulate production and steal quantities of premium coffee that were being sold at exorbitant prices on international markets. It didn't stop there, as workers began to divulge production secrets and processing techniques that the Black family had carefully guarded for years. Turtle and Keisha realized that they needed to act quickly. Things were getting out of hand as the farm's production declined, and the business reputation they had built over decades began to suffer. Although Turtle had always avoided hardship and responsibility, preferring to stay in his comfort zone, he now realized that if he didn't move, the family legacy would be lost. Working together to get out of the crisis, Turtle and Keisha met one night on the veranda of the house overlooking the green fields, both of them weighed down by anxiety.
"I never thought I would come back here to run the farm,"
Keisha said, staring at the stars.
"But maybe this is the time we have to prove that we can do it."
"This isn't just a farm, it's our family's legacy." Turtle, who had always shied away from heavy responsibilities, felt the real pressure this time.
"I don't know anything about coffee, but technology can help us."
"I can set up smart monitoring systems and monitor production remotely." Keisha smiled and said,
"And I'll use my connections at festivals and celebrations to rebuild our reputation."
"But we have to get rid of Peter and the rest. They're ruining everything." The two began to develop a comprehensive plan, which included developing a digital system to track production and closely monitor the fields, in addition to collaborating with new export companies to avoid the leaks and manipulation that had occurred in the previous period. The plan required a lot of work and effort, but Keisha and Turtle, with the help of a small, trusted team, began to implement it. Confronting the workers one day, after Turtle had gathered enough evidence of the manipulation, he confronted Peter and the rest of the workers involved. This situation was one of the most difficult challenges they had faced, as the workers claimed loyalty to the family, but the truth was clear.